Smokey, get out of those pellets. What's up, everyone, and welcome to Late Night Munchies. I'm Chef John. Now, I know all of you know how to cook amazing different things on the recteq, but what I'm gonna be showing you guys are some quick and easy to duplicate recipes, so when you get that late night hankering, you have something to make. Let's get into it. All right, everyone, so today I'm gonna show y'all how to be doing some delicious fruit turnovers. Now, if there's something you guys need to know about me, old CJ, is I love pies, all kind of pies, fruit pies, savory pies, you name it, I absolutely love it. The only thing better than pie is to be able to take a piece of pie with you on the go. So fruit turnovers are the one for me. Today, we're gonna be cooking on that Road Warrior. I've already got it preheated to 375 degrees, burning those recteq Ultimate Blend pellets, which is gonna give us the maximum amount of that wood fire flavor. Let's get it. All right, guys, let's get into these ingredients. First off, we have some apple pie filling. We have some blueberry pie filling. We have a little bit of egg wash. We have some AP flour for the uninitiated, all-purpose. We have a little bit of vanilla, sugar in the raw, and a little bit of cinnamon, and obviously a pre-made pie crust. First step for these fruit turnovers is we're gonna go ahead and flour our cutting board, right? We're just gonna put a little flour on here so that the dough does not stick to the board when we try to roll it out, right? So we're gonna go ahead and throw on some of our Nitrile Gloves. All right, so I'm just gonna spread this out so there's a nice little even layer. Try not to make a mess. We have our pre-made pie crust. Now you can pick this up at your local grocery store. It's just a huge saver of time. I'm sure y'all have delicious pie crust recipes at your house that your grandmother passed down to you. I love it. Totally use it if you want, but for a little speed and a little time, we're gonna go like this. So I'll go ahead and hit it with a little bit of flour on top. We're gonna hit our rolling pin with a little bit of flour. That's gonna make it so that the dough will not stick to the rolling pin. And we're just gonna roll it out a little bit. Now, chef tip, when you're rolling out dough, you wanna roll from the center out on all the sides, right? You don't wanna just roll it like this because you're pushing the dough back and forth. You're not really stretching it out at all. So we're gonna start from the middle and roll out, middle and roll out, really just letting that rolling pin, the weight of the rolling pin, push this dough out. All right, so the next step is we want to go ahead and square this off. So we're just going to take our knife. We're going to make a straight incision right over the top. Follow it all the way around. Right? That is beautiful. That's exactly what we need right here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into our fruit mixture, right? So we have two separate bowls because we have two different types of fruit mixture. Now, if you guys wanted to do any combination of fruit mixture, it would be totally acceptable. I'm going to be using blueberry and apple because they're my favorites. Right? A little bit of apple. Now to that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon to each. Perfect. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're just gonna mix these up. Already smells delicious, right? And we're gonna set them to the side. Just making sure that all the cinnamon, vanilla are well incorporated. And it's just gonna add an extra little punch to your hand turnovers. All right, next thing is we're gonna go ahead and fill it. So we're gonna come back with our dough. Now, just like I said, we're gonna try to get 4 pieces out of this. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it in half, right? Then we're gonna cut those halves in half. And that's what we're gonna get right there, perfect. 4 little pieces of dough. We're gonna go ahead and start with the apple. So we're just gonna grab a little spoon. right? And we're gonna put about 2 ounces of filling in each one, right? We don't want to overcrowd it because then we won't be able to close it. You guys I can smell that cinnamon, that vanilla in there. It smells so good. All right, so we've got the apple filled. Now let's go ahead and fill that blueberry. So it's about 1.5 tablespoons is really what you're looking for. Now, if you can make more fit in there, God bless you. All right, beautiful. All right, now we have these things filled. We're gonna go ahead and take our egg wash and we're just gonna brush it right around the edge. And I like to use my finger for this instead of a brush. We're just gonna go around the edge. Now, if you're asking yourself, what is egg wash? Egg wash is just the mixture of 1 whole egg that I whisked up, and then I added about 1 ounce of water to, and then whisk that in. And this is gonna act as a sealer so that our turnovers don't leak all the good stuff out of the side. All right, so we've got a nice little edges all moist up. So we're just gonna take it and we're gonna fold it over. Right, going edge to edge with that egg wash, right? So we'll do it one more time. Edge to edge. Perfect. All right, so we'll do the same thing with the blueberry. That is great right there. Now, to really seal the deal, we're gonna go ahead and take a fork and we're gonna go ahead and just press the fork down into the dough. And this is really gonna create that sealing effect so we don't lose any of that goodness inside. All right? So when I'm pressing this, I'm not trying to muscle all the way through the dough. I'm just trying to make sure I'm pressing firmly enough that each piece of dough, the top and the bottom, are touching, and then the egg wash is gonna do the rest. All right, so next step is we're gonna take a brush, take our egg wash, and we're just gonna brush the tops of our turnovers. One thing that this is gonna do is going to help it brown up once we put it on the grill. And it's also going to give something for our sugar in the raw to stick to. So we got a nice glaze of egg wash on there, that's perfect. We're gonna take our sugar in the raw. We're just gonna sprinkle it right over the top. All right. That looks great. So we're just gonna take our hand pies, turnovers, place them on a baking rack, and then we're gonna go ahead and slide that baking rack straight into the grill. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get these fruit turnovers on the road warrior. We're gonna leave those on for about 15 or 20 minutes and we're gonna come back and check on them. All right, guys, it's been about 20 minutes. Let's look and see what we got. These things look absolutely delicious. You can see that the sugar's starting to caramelize. They're getting nice and golden brown around here. That means they're done. Let's get them back inside. Mama say, mama sa, mama son. These things look absolutely delicious, guys. You can see how the grill has gotten them nice and golden brown around the edge. We've caramelized the sugar on top. These things look great. So they're a little hot right now. I'm gonna go ahead, fill up my mug, make Smokey something to drink, let them cool off, and we'll be right back. Alexa, pause Big Bang Theory. All right, guys, we're back. And these things have totally cooled down, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take them off. Ooh, I'm excited. Now, remember, These things are super, super easy. It was like 5 ingredients, filled these things up, rolled them out, put them on the grill, 20 minutes, pulled them off. Beautiful. All that's left is go ahead and give these things a little bite. Absolutely delicious. Guys, these are gonna be better than any hand pie, any turnover that you can buy at fast food grocery stores. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh yeah, that's what it's about. Thank you everybody for joining me. I think we had a great time together. I think you guys learned a little something about fruit turnovers, and I got to eat one of my favorite desserts. Remember, quality of food is quality of life, and we'll see you next time for more Late Night Munchies.